To determine if a graph of a relation is a function, we use what we call a vertical line test. Okay, it's a very simple test to be able to look at a graph and figure out if this actually represents a function. Okay, so what we do is we actually have a vertical line that we can put on our graph and then see if we're going to intersect our graph in more than one place. So if I had a vertical line, say right here, okay, and if I take that line and I move it across my graph, I can see that it only ever intersects this graph in one place. If I leave the line here, I can see that it intersects right here, just the one spot. Okay, if I take this line and move it anywhere else on the graph, it's only ever intersecting in one place. So this would be a function. Okay, it passed our vertical line test. If you consider my second graph that I have here of an ellipse, I can take my vertical line and bring it across, and I can see very quickly that this graph will actually fail our vertical line test in an infinite many number of places. If I leave my vertical line here, I see it intersects our ellipse here and also here. So this will fail the vertical line test. And this happens over and over again. No matter where I move my line, I can see that my line is intersecting the graph more than once. Okay, I have a couple more graphs down here just to have a look at so that we can determine if these are vertical lines. So let's just look at this graph right here. Okay, if I take my vertical line and slide it across my graph, okay, I can see that at any time it's only ever intersecting one point on my graph. Okay, so this would be an example of a function. Okay, there are no intersections other than one. Okay, so no matter where I put my vertical line. Okay, so this one would be a function. And I should have stated actually in my example up here of the ellipse that this is not a function. Okay. And I have one more graph here to consider. If I take my vertical line and then bring it across here, as I move it across my fourth graph here, it seems fine that it's always intersecting only one place. But when I hit this point on my graph right here, I can see that this line is actually intersecting the graph right on a perfect vertical point here. So in this case, it would fail the vertical line test, and we would say that this is not a function. It can only intersect at one specific point. So everywhere else, it would actually pass the test, but if it fails at one point, we say that the graph is not a function.